Welcome back to Last Cast. He joins today, a bit different today. I'm in France. I had the opportunity to come here. Paul's fishing the big lake further up for the big carp again. But he was telling me about this small mill pond on the complex. And no one fishes there, you know. You might get 3-4 anglers a month coming on, if that. I'm intrigued, is, you know, some big pictures of roach and stuff, so I'm going to course fish it today, see what's in here. It's just, this episode, it's just going to be basically just seeing what's in here. I plumbed up in the edge here. I can't fish further out on the float because it's, you know, it's about 15 foot deep, so I've got to about 12 foot just at the end of the rod. I'm going to just see if there's anything in the edge. I might just have to fish for roach up in the water. Apparently there's some big rudd in here as well, and perch, but I'm going to try, I'm here for 8 days, so I'm going to try to make a few different videos. I'm going to try flat perch in another episode, and carp. I think the carp will for about 40 pounds in here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some corn in, a bit of loose feed. Don't want to put any pellets in or anything in case they attract the carp. I'll just get snapped off. I'm just intrigued because no one actually fishes for the coarse fish. Just intrigued to see what's in here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get on my seat box, get some corn in and see if I can catch anything. Wind's picking up a bit, so it might be a bit tricky. I can only fish about a rod length out, otherwise it's too deep. It should be good, should be interesting to see what's in here. I don't think anyone actually fishes. I think they catch roach by mistake, you know, when they're fishing for carp. Well, I don't think anyone actually fishes for them, so the owner said I can use a keep net just to see what I can get in there. I'm not going to put silvers in. If I catch any of the tench or the bigger fish, they're going straight back in. So let's get fishing now, see what I catch, if anything. Right, I'm on my seat now. I'm going to give it a go. Just chucked a handful of corn in. And as you can see, I'm at my limit to where I can fish with this rod. It would have been ideal bringing the pole here, but just couldn't get the tackle in the car. And just sink the line. That's about where I plumbed up. It should be just near the bottom there, or on the bottom. Something stuck that on the drop. And it's put a bit. It's a good start. That it's a roach. And these have probably never been caught before, these roach. And as you can see, it's in mint condition. Beautiful water. Like I said, I'm going to put the roach in the keep net, just to see how many I can get. If I get too many fish in there, I'm going to put them back. It's a bit far up from the box. They should be okay. Can't get any closer, I'll end up falling in. That first cast, it's a roach. It's a good sign. I don't think I've been many places apart from a commercial. It's not actually commercial, this. It's more a carp fishery. Like I said, Paul's fishing the top lake with his friends for the big carp, catfish. I don't think they want to catch catfishes here. So in this episode I'm just basically fishing to see what's in here. And then I might, in some other episodes, if everything goes well, target perch, tench, and even the carp. Apparently the carp are easy to take off the top here. I think they get fed bread. And that, I think that's got to the bottom now, that one. So it just shows that the roach a bit further out, up in the water. I've got my big net outside and unhooking that in case I catch anything big. And it's settled down now, the float. Definitely on the bottom. If it were another foot deeper, it'd be really tricky to fish. And it might be a case that they're all up in the water with the heat. And it's just trial and error, this. There's nothing happening. Oh, it's gone under. It feels like another silver or something, this. Feels a bit better than the last one. Fighting a bit, fighting like a tench. Could be a small, like it's another silver, another roach. Bet this out. Another mint roach. Like I say, I don't think many of them's been caught before. They just come out in the net. That's the stamp of fish you're catching. It's good, but apparently there's some bigger ones in here. The ones what they take carp fishing. Take the boilies. I'm happy with the start so far. Not got much bait with me, I've just got the corn and a bit of bread. I've been told the carp like the bread, so I don't think I'll be using that straight away. So, do the same again, just bring it in nice and calm. Now if it stops like this it'll be grand. But I definitely think I can take the roach up in the water. Might have to spray. I think all the trouble is I don't want to get a 40-pound carp on this tackle. But I ain't had one so far. Just gone straight under that. Sneak me bait, whatever it was. It's a good sign I'm getting bites. There's no pressure on the silvers here. And I'm fishing quite heavy, just in case I get one of them bigger tench on. Always an unknown coming to a new water, but Paul came last year and fished the big lake and he said he could see big roach topping and stuff. I might even go up to see him later and see how he's getting on. And it's still up in the water, so the bottom dropper hasn't got to the bottom yet, and that's how deep it is. I might see I've got my bib and brace on. I had a walk around last night, I ended up getting 2 ticks on me, which ain't good. So, even though it's red hot, I've got my bib and brace on. Try to avoid them. It's settled down and gone up. Oh, this feels better fish. Feels like a decent roach, fighting like a roach. That's yeah, it's a nice roach to keep it away from the keep net. That'll be about, I don't know if it's a pound there, it's not far off. That's 3 roach, 3 chucks. That's the biggest one of the day. And it's took the bait right down. Got the disgorge outside. Well, it shows there's a bit of competition down there, so hooks come out nice and clean. And that's a beautiful roach. Never been caught. Oop. We'll put that back in with the net, just get the hook out of the net. I'll get a nice piece of corn again. I think if you fish the pole here, you probably bag up, but you could be in trouble if you get a big carp on. I don't think there's any catfish in this one. No, I brought some worms with me. I'm going to give the tworms a go. There seemed to be just a bit of an indication there. It's gonna, oh, and if this is a roach, it's a big one. It's shaking its head like a tench. I have to be careful with this. I'll tell you now, this is no roach. If it is, it's my personal best. Well, apparently there's a big head of tench in. Yeah, it's a small tench. Not too big, it's coming straight in now. Not putting much of up a scrap. That's a good result. Couple of casts. Roach and a tench now. 5 up in the net. Right in the bottom lip, so that's took that off the bottom. Looks come out. Well, it's a bit frisky, this one. You see a nice tench. 3rd or 4th fish. Nice tench on, it's a good sign. Beautiful fish, I love tench. I'll get that back in. I'm not risking putting it in the net, too big. I've got the small silvers net. Got the chance of catching it again. But it's just a bit of fun today. I'm not in a match or anything. I'm pretty impressed so far. It just shows you on waters that aren't pressured, You know, the fishing can be good. And the water's a bit warmer down here in France, so the fish should grow bigger. I won't get the little fish either on corn. I couldn't bring any maggots with me. Get that in again. Same again now. You can just see now it's just got to the bottom now. So the bait's near the bottom. This is where you start getting the bites. It's a bit further out and it should drift in and then go on dead bottom. I think if I missed that one. I think if I go for the big rod, I'll have to probably fish up in the water with corn. I've still got my bait on. What you got to do with this, because it's so deep, it's nearly 12 foot. You've got to sort of flick it out. A bit like fishing shelf dam. It's a similar water. I think this is probably the dam wall end. It doesn't look like it, but I think it used to be a corn mill. And again, you can just see it now, it's just getting to the bottom now. So it should be somewhere near the bottom. And if all goes well, I should be getting a bite in a minute. Or not. You can never tell in fishing. It's going, I don't know if that's a bite, I can't tell for the waves now. Wind's just picked up a bit. It's gone under a little bit, but it hasn't sunk. It might be just a drag on the bottom. I can just see it. Well, it's probably dragging on the bottom, that. I need this wind to stop. I'm playing havoc with the mic. That's why the fish all might be down this end with the wind. I think that were a bite. It's proper dotted down, that. You won't have to see it on camera, but I can just see it. I think it's probably caught on some of that. No bait. Oh yeah, the bait's still on. Flick that one out. Actually, could do that without swinging it. I caught most of my fish off the bottom now. I think I might caught that. I think the tench was off to the bottom. We'll see how it goes. Might take a foot off it. Beautiful day, but this wind now, a bit annoying. Yeah, that should be on the bottom now. It's I'm not getting a bite now, so I'm not sure if there's a bigger fish in the swim. I'll just caught the fish what were there. I'll give it 5 minutes and I'll get some more bait in. I found this on other waters. Sometimes when the carp come in, the other fish move out. It's not a good sign really. I don't want to get into the carp yet. And that's just settled again down. Just the top showing. And this feels like a decent roach. Could be a tench. So let's take it easier. I don't think it can't be a roach this. So it's another tench by the feel of it. And be nice and steady with them, no rush, not in a match. big swirl there. If this is a roach, I can see it's a tench. Not massive. A nice tench. Seeing the net when it's off. Got the clutch set nice and pingy now. And if it does drill, it's been bit by something. Lots of bugs in here, in the middle of a forest. And it's woken up a bit now. It's not massive, it's only about a pound and a half, maybe 2. It's ready to come in now. Beautiful fish. I think after pike these are my favourite fish. And as we've all the other tench going mental in the net, probably never been out of the water. Hooked right in the mouth again. No damage to the mouths on these fish. And that's a different fish. Beautiful tench. They're not too fat, these fish. And it could be a good sign for me. I'll get that back in. That's it, they're not going. They're not going in the net, the silver net. Right, what I'm going to do is get a bit of bait in. Just going to check the cameras. Right, just had that tench. Just check the cameras. Because I'm by myself, I need to keep checking the cameras, make sure they're on. And see if we can get a few more fish. It might dry up on the bottom here. I haven't put any hemp or anything in. Just been chucking a bit of corn in. I just don't want to risk too early on bringing carp into the swim. It's a bit further out than where I've been putting the bait there. Let's see what happens. I'll probably drift in if the wind picks up. I suspect that's not on the bottom, it's probably about that far off the bottom that. I've just seen some bubbles come up near it. But tench will come up in the water for them. Right, another fish on. Feels like a roach, this one. I could be wrong, could be a bad guess. It's nodding now. If it's a roach, it's a fair size. Could be a smaller tench. Well, the bites aren't as fast now. I suspect because it's getting warmer, the fish are coming up in the water. But it's just a bit of a recce this to see what I can catch. I'm sure I'll catch rudd and roach up in the water. I think this is a big roach. It's fighting. And not a bad roach, that one. I think it's probably over a pound. Not very good at guessing. Hooks come out in its mouth. And look at that for a roach. Scale perfect. Nice fish that. And get a few more of them that big. I'll get this in with, I'll just drop it in. And put up a good scrap on all that. It's probably because they've never been caught. And they won't know what's happening. It's covered in my slime, so I don't know if you could see that on camera. A massive splash over there. And there's some bigger carp over there. But I could just do, I know it sounds daft, I don't really want to catch anything big today. Get another piece of corn on, get it back out. I suspect if you had maggots on, wouldn't really bring them over on the ferry. Wouldn't have lasted. I suspect if you had maggots on, you'd probably be catching roach, one a chuck. But because we've got corn on, it's singling them bigger fish out. But I'm happy waiting for them. That one's gone straight away then, so that took that on the drop. So I suspect the roach moved into the swim again, so the bigger fish must have moved out. So might have been a rudd, that one. Be nice to get a rudd. Bet them in mint condition in here. And this one, I think this one's going to get to the bottom. Or near the bottom. It should be somewhere near the bottom now, that. And what I'll do, the wind will push it over, and when it hits the bottom it'll stop in that spot. I know now I've had 2 bites on the drop. Took me bait, that one. So I do know that the fish will come up in the water for the bait. So in maybe another video I'll just fish up in the water. But this one's fishing on the bottom with corn, I'll call this one. And put it in the part of this new water series. See, one took that right up in the water, didn't even think it off the surface. Could be a rudd, this. It's a roach. It's the first one, I think, where I can swing it out. But again, mint condition, the proper silverfish these. Like the river fish, not like commercial ones. Right, a bit of an update. I've been fishing for about 5 minutes now. I've had this in 5 minutes and I haven't had a bite. And there's something telling me there's either something big down there or the fish have spooked off the bait. I'll just give it a bit longer and then I might try up in the water. It has got warmer during the day. There's a bit of cloud cover coming now, so the temperature should drop again. I might go back down. But I suspect the fish are probably coming up in the water. I think I'll get one more bite on this, on the bottom, then try up in the water. I've got plenty of time this week. And I'm going to fish heavier next time and get some, if I fish on the bottom similar to this. I'm going to fish heavier, get plenty of bait in, get a big bed of bait in, see what comes. If I get any carp come in, I'll put the carp rods out. I just can't get a bite now here. I know in fishing, when you're fishing for tench and stuff, you don't get many bites. Because I had all them fish quite early on, or one after another, something's telling me something's changed. And it may be just that the fish aren't in the swim. I'll get one more bite on this, if I get one more bite on it. And then I'm probably going to fish 3 or 4 foot deep. You can always keep trickling a bit of bait in here and come back to it. I'm not getting any knocks, anything now. Just as I said that, it dipped and it's gone. And it's not a tench. I think it's another big roach. Wrong again, I think. I think it's woke up. Can't be a roach, surely. It's got to be a tench there. Yeah, it's woke up a bit now. Let's put the net down. I don't even think it knew I were hooked. Right, it seems to be a running theme. You get the roach, a couple, and then the tench move in and spook the roach and you don't get a bite for a while. I suspect if I put hemp and stuff in, you get them in a frenzy. But it'd probably draw the carp in. Putting quite a good scrap up, this might be bigger than I thought. Got a good bend in the rod. Just got to take it easy. When they nod their head, that's when they can snap the line. I've got a 4 pound bottom on, a 6 pound main line. I might have to go up to 8 pound main and 6 bottom. And it could be the biggest one I've caught today, this. Which was strange because it didn't feel like too big at the beginning. I hope it's not an eel. It's fighting like a tench. I haven't seen it yet. It's nodding its head. When you get a tench on, if you've never fished for tench before, you catch a couple, you sort of can recognise. I could be wrong because eels are similar too. Probably a monster roach. Not even seen the fish yet. Yeah, it's a tench. It's not that big either. It's just a bit more, probably got a bit more energy than the other ones. Another beautiful tench. See if I can get the hook out without it going mental in the net. That's when them smaller nets come in handy. I just can't risk putting that in. Hook right in the side of its mouth. Get the hook out. I'll show it when it calms down, if it ever does. Nice and slimy, as you people know. Another nice tench. I think that's 3 a rod now. I know there's plenty of tension here, decent roach. Not had a rud yet. As with the others, I'll put it straight back. I don't think I'm catching the same fish. I think they're probably different fish. Right, a bit of an update. I fished them about another 40 minutes on the bottom and didn't get a bite. So I suspect it's one of them places you've got to put a bit of bait in. I don't want to draw the carp in today, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fish up in the water about 2.5 foot maybe deep with corn. I'm going to fish a bit further out. The only trouble is now, I've just been checking my bag. I forgot my catapult. I'm just going to have to chuck it out as far as I can get it. See if I can get them feeding up in the water. All the time I'm going to put a bit of bait in here. Just as I'm saying that now, it's proper bubbling there and it's probably a carp, and that's why I probably don't get a bite. Well, I don't want to catch it yet, and this gear's it's not coped to catch with that stuff. So what I'm going to do is just go chuck some corn as far as I can get it. Scatter it about, because you're not going to get it in the same spot, and just see if I can get them feeding up in the water. I've also changed my net. I put my match net on, I brought that with me, and I've got my big carp net still set up just in case I get a bigger fish on. And I might. I don't think the tench will fit in that net easy so far, the ones I've caught, but I think I'm probably just going to catch roach and run up in the water. But the carp might be up in the water as well, so a bit of a dilemma. I just might not catch all up in the water. I've just got to get the right depth. It's about 2.5 foot, like I said, at the moment. I'll just see if I can get some bites. It's definitely a fish there because the bubbles are moving about. It could be a big tench. And that's the thing what I was suspecting here, because there's quite a big head of carp in. You're just going to put too much bait in, you're going to get the carp in the swim. And it'll be hard to catch the other type of fish. And no knocks whatsoever at the moment. Wind's picking up, so it's going to make this presentation of the bait quite hard. It just seemed to have gone off the fish. It's that part of the day though, midday. Well, going up to tea time, I think now. I've lost track of time. What we'll try to do, I'll bring it in, fish it over where I've been throwing the bait, see if there's any in the water up there. As soon as I did that, I got one on. So the fish are up in the water. This is a rudd. It's the first rudd I've caught today. It's not massive. It's mint condition, and it's the Houdini of fish. It's got away like a bar or soap, that. I've been throwing that bait in here, the fish have probably been taking it on the drop. And the bubbles, there's bubbles everywhere now. Could be just gas. But there was none of that earlier in the day. And because I can't, you know, if they're willing to come in so close, the roach and the rudd, I'll probably just fish here. Another bite there. So definitely, I'll stop getting bites up in the water, on the bottom, and getting the bites up in the water now. I might have to just go a bit deeper, find where they're happy to be sat. And the wind picking up. And another rudd by the looks of it. A bit bigger this one, I can swing it out. Beautiful fish. I'm going in the net this one if it doesn't escape. A beautiful rudd. Not massive. If I get one of them a chuck, I'll be happy. We've got none of them washed out colours in any of these fish. I suspect there's probably a lot of fish just where I've been baiting. Another bite. I dare say I should have brought my whip, but I think it's a bit of a risk bringing a whip here. And it's just about finding out today where the fish are happy. Obviously rudd feed up in the water, that's where they are. And that one there, got my ratchet set. This is a bit bigger, this one's a netter. It's another rudd though. A stonking rudd. Beautiful. And just something about catching these fish what probably never been fished for. I might be wrong, if anyone's watching. I'll see if I can show it to camera. Another beautiful rudd. Very frisky when they're out of the water. Get that one in with the net. That's why the small net's easier. I'll just keep trickling a few bits in. We'll see how many I can get out before it dries up. But my plan was to fish like this, so it's gone alright. Plus, we're not going to get every bit of them corn. I suspect probably most of the corn didn't even get to the bottom. What I've been chucking in. That's why there were no fish on the bottom. And straight away, this one's, ooh, that felt like a good fish. That. Still got a bit of corn on. Stuck a bit of it. A bit tangled at the end of the rod. There it's come out. But definitely could be in for a good spell of fishing here. 2.5 foot deep. I'd probably say that we'll probably won't get another bite now. Might have to change the corn, there's only a bit of it left. I'll keep trickling a bit in. Yeah, chucked out there and just check the corn. Looks okay. Might just have to go out a bit deeper. It seems to be they're coming in, you get loads of bites and then you don't get anything. It's like there's a predator in the swim, but I don't think there's any in here. I could be wrong. And what I'll do, if I don't get a bite quite soon, I'll probably go that bit deeper. I think the fish have probably gone down deeper, looking for the bait now. You get free rudd. I struck a bit early then, a bit of a knock on that. Getting a bit trigger happy. I'll keep putting the bait here as well. Not spreading the bait about too much, and it's all going to the bottom. What gets missed. Let the bottom set on, then fish the bottom again. It'd be nice to get some more rudd. We've seen a swirl there, so they're pretty close in. Bit of a knock there. Something big just jumped under the tree. And there's nothing now. Funny old place. If I were fishing at home, I'd be saying there were pike coming in and out of the swim. And there could be some in here. If there's some in the top lake, the water runs in. You know, the fry will come in and they probably don't know what's in here. Another one, a swinger. I can swing this out. It's got barbel sucks on, you might drop a few off. And that is another rudd. Beautiful. Proper natural rudd. Another piece of small corner. Thought the roach might have made his appearance. The roach might be a bit further down in the water. But if that's a stamper rudd, the roach is much bigger. I don't know if something's held that up, it's up in the water. Yeah, something had hold of it. Maybe should have struck a bit earlier. I wasn't sure if it was. It set off sideways then. Another roach, this is a netter. Could be a roach. Oop, bouncing it out a bit, I might as well just swung it out. Another beautiful rudd. Right, in the top lake. A beautiful fish here. Mint condition, like out of the fish farm. I think I know how I found out how to catch the rudd. Small bit of corn, up in the water. You do catch rudd on the bottom, but they mainly feed on the top, as everyone knows. And what I'll do is, if I carry on getting rudd on the top like this, I might go that bit deeper, so if I had where the roach are happy, a bit of a dink on it then. Be really good on casters here. Another bit of a dink. Just took my bait, that one. Another small bit. A bit too small, that one. Oop. I've spooked all the fish now. It's good sport working out where the fish are. And I think once I start getting the bait in proper feeding in the next few days, that's when get good weights. Another good bite missed. Lightning fast, some of them. I suspect there's a good head of rudd out there now. I'll have to keep tricking the bait in, I think, otherwise they'll swim off. Another decent fish. Is it a swinger? I think I can. I've got £4.5 bottom on. That's just in case I got them bigger tench. Another beautiful rudd. Put that in the net. I'll just keep doing this now, see if I can get a bigger one. What I'll do, I'll chuck a bit out every couple of fish. I think one hit it on the way down then. I seem to get 4 or 5 fish and it's dead. And I come back. Another rudd. Oh, that was a better fish than all that. The wind's picking up, it's making it hard to cast. And definitely a netter, that one. I don't think there's any bream in here. Never heard anyone mention it. That's a better fish. Netter, this one. Again, it's another rudd. Well, as always, I think I got it wrong. No, it's not. It's a rudd. It's hard to tell, the water's so dark. Net. The hooks come out in the net. Another mint condition rudd. Get that in the net. I won't keep them in the net too long. It's been quite warm the last few days. It's not that warm today. A bit overcast, probably making fishing a bit better. And get another. I'm using the really smallest bits of corn I can find. And what I'm going to do is I'll get another couple of fish rudd and see if we can find where the roach is at. They might be sat nearer to the bottom of the roach. I'll probably drop it another 2-3 foot. But the rudd are definitely right up in the water. I probably could catch them off the surface. And they're darting in and out of the swimmer. I think that's when you get in the bites, when the shoal comes in. Then you catch one, spooks them. I'll get one more fish. No, nice fish, but I think I can swing it. No problem. So I'll just try it a bit deeper. And have a good shot straight in the net. But I can't do that again. I'll still try a small bit. I'll deepen off. Right, I've been getting on them rudd up in the water. I'm just going to try now, a bit deeper. It's probably about 5 foot deep. There's a couple of foot off the bottom. See if I can find where the roach are. And get a rudd on it. That one took it off the top. So the rudd is right on the top. Just it's big enough to swing out. A bit bigger and I'd have to net it. Another beautiful rod. I took it instantly, that on the top. That was that bit further out. I'll just see if that works again. Because the bait won't land in near the float, so it might be the float splashing what's spooking them. I can always wind it in. It's just about finding where all the fish are today in this session. I know the tench are on the bottom, obviously, rud up on the water. It's probably basically going to be the same as at home. But sometimes there's these little variations, and then I can target different species a bit more then. I'll come in, yeah, so this should be about 2 foot off the bottom. I haven't had one of them big roach for a while now. Right, another bite. Feels like a better fish this. But that one a bit deeper. And again it's a rud. I suspect there's probably more rud in here than roach. I'll get one more. I may as well fish tench then. Or big on the bottom. That's where we're getting some of the better roach. That's a better fish, this one. And we'll go deeper again. It's one of them bigger roach. They're definitely deeper, the roach. I'll get this out and unhooked. And we'll go from the bottom then. Discard that one. Nice roach, not one of the bigger ones, but they're definitely closer to the bottom of the roach. Right, I've been fishing up in the water for a while. Most of the fish I've had have been rod. I think I had one odd roach. The roach just seemed to be nearer to the bottom. So gone back on the bottom now and see if I can get one more fish on before I have my tea. I've learned a few things. You know, it's basically the same as at home fishing. You know, the type of fish are the same and they feed in the same way basically. So sometimes you go to venues that are a bit different. And there's absolutely loads of bubbles coming up further out, so there's plenty of carp in here. So let's just see if we can get one more fish off the bottom. Hopefully it might be a tench or one of them big roach. Not caught many silvers, but I've only been fishing a couple of hours. I'll probably get the net out and show what I've caught. It's not going to be a great amount of weight in. Didn't put the tench in. I'll see if I can get that one last bite, finish on that one. It's always harder to get the last one when you try to do it on cue. But I think if I put plenty of bait in the next session, I'll do quite well. But I'm very tempted to tonight come back and to fish the margin here or the next peg up, see if I can get some of them big perch out. I've seen a few fish scattering, so there's something chasing them. The float's just lifted a bit then. I don't think there's a great deal of fish on the bottom. I think they're just coming in and going out, so you get the odd one. But when like them tench, you don't care about that. They put too much bait in today, and on a bit of a snag there. Or they just got carp. And I don't just want to fish for carp this week. And a few bubbles coming up. See if we can get one last fish off the bottom. Looks like the weather's turning as well. I think there's probably a rock or something down there, a snag. I think we get more bites at the other side. I've got a bit of a knock then. I won't strike on that though. And something's seen the bait. Yeah, it's took it. I think this is probably a carp. It's not nodding its head like a tench. Unless it's a really big tench. I think, you know, I think there's some smaller carp in. I don't think it's a massive carp. I might have to land it in the carp net. It might look a bit weird landing it in that net. Actually, it's a big tench. I'll let it run. I don't want to lose this one. It's the biggest fish of the day. And it's nice to get the tench. So I know I can, if I don't put too much bait in, I can get the tench and not the carp. I have to take it easy with them. It's not massive, but it's bigger than the other tench. And you can see it's putting a bit of a bend in the rod. And when it does them jerks, that's when they can snap you. It should go in this net. And that look a bit daft. Should have kept the other net on. I can't put it in the carp net, it's not big enough for that. I don't think it's ready yet. Let it tire itself out a bit. Bit of a fighter this one. It's probably about 3, maybe 4 pounds. I've got the ratchet set in case I get any of them jerks. It's not going to snap me. I'll take it nice and easy. I don't want to come in this thing. Probably a male, they've got bigger fins, males. Making my arm a bit. I'll tire out so. Let's not try to spook it. A nice fish. I can get it out to show you. And he's nearly done. It's in the net. And it's fit in the match net. Just can control them a bit better in these nets as well. Let's find the hook. I'm going to finish on this one. Right, hooked right in the top lip, and to be honest, it's a nice fish. I'm happy with it. Looks a bit weird. I'll have to get the, it's come out. I'll let it calm down a bit and I'll show it to camera. They're not fat, these fish, so they're not getting too much food. It's more natural. It's proper natural size, that. Just don't want it to jump out. I'm going to finish on that one. If you liked what you've seen, you know, check in and watch the next ones out, because I'm going to do a few more episodes here in France. I don't know if you can see them, not a bad net of silvers. I put the tench in by mistake. A nice fish, that tench. And some whopping roach. You know, no, been fishing a couple of hours, and roach, stamper roach like that, and rudd. Been a good learning curve. I'll get these back in, I don't want to leave them too long out. So, as I said before, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on my next adventure in France. Hopefully I'll catch a few more than this.